Welcome to Blame the Bible, the Bible study where we actually read all the horrible parts of Christianity they don't like to talk about in church. Let us turn together today to the book of 2 Samuel chapter 11, where we're going to read about the wonderful boy named David who became a king after fighting a giant named Goliath, and the most romantic story of how he met one of the many wonderful women in his life, someone named Bathsheba. Let's read together. Chapter 11, verse 1, in the spring, at the time when kings go off to war. What a nice tradition. David sent Joab out with the king's men and the whole Israelite army. They destroyed the Ammonites and besieged Rabbah, but David remained in Jerusalem. That they just throw that out there. It's not even the main part of the story, but yeah, we destroyed a whole people. Just like me saying, oh yeah, I went to the grocery store earlier. Yeah, we just destroyed the Ammonites and then we besieged Rabbah. David wasn't even there. We just did it on our own. He was in Jerusalem. They're so cavalier about, genocide in the Old Testament. One evening, David got up from his bed and walked around on the roof of the palace. Oh, how nice. Just sending people off to destroy an entire race of people. But you're in your palace. Okay. From the roof, he saw a woman bathing. Saucy. Okay, Bible. The woman was very beautiful, and David sent someone to find out about her. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine, ladies? Could you imagine? Oh yeah, so my master just sent me to find out about you. He just happened to look down, from his window. He could see, into your bathroom. So totally normal. He was just watching you take a bath and thought you look pretty nice. What would your response to that be? The man said, she is Bathsheba, the daughter of Eliam and the wife of Uriah the Hittite. Oh, she already married. She's taken, she's spoken for. Sorry, David. Guess that's the end of that, right? Because women in the Old Testament were the property of their husband. She's taken. Gotta go find somebody who's, never been married. Oh, wait, that's not what's going to happen? Okay. Then David sent messengers to get her. Opposite? What? Why? Why would he do that? He knows she's married. She came to him, right? Because he's the king, right? So, how could she say no? And he slept with her. Did she even want to? These are the questions we're not supposed to ask in church. Did she want to? Does that even matter? Right? Women have the right to choose what happens with their own body, but not in the Old Testament or even the New Testament, really. Now she was purifying herself from her monthly uncleanness. Ugh. Really? Uncleanness? They're very chauvinistic, the Bible. Then she went back home. The woman conceived, of course she did, and sent word to David saying, I am pregnant. So David's got himself into quite the pickle. David sent this word to Joab, send me Uriah the Hittite. Oh my goodness. Why does he want this woman's husband now, I wonder? And Joab sent him to David. When Uriah came to him, David asked him how Joab was, how the soldiers were, and how the war was going. Just shooting the breeze, not going to mention anything about impregnating his wife, just how's it going? Then David said to Uriah, go down to your house and wash your feet. So Uriah left the palace, and a gift from the king was sent after him. But Uriah slept at the entrance to the palace with all his master's servants and did not go down to his house. David was told, Uriah did not go home. So he asked Uriah, haven't you just come from a military campaign? Why didn't you go home? Uriah said to David, the ark and Israel and Judah are staying in tents, and my commander Joab and my lord's men are camped in the open country. How could I go to my house to eat and drink and make love to my wife? As surely as you live, I will not do such a thing. Oh, he's so honorable. What a wonderful, good soldier, so loyal to his men. Then David said to him, stay here one more day, and tomorrow I will send you back. So Uriah remained with them in Jerusalem that day and the next. At David's invitation, he ate and drank with him, and David made him drunk. But in the evening, Uriah went out to sleep on his mat among his master's servants. He did not go home. Okay, so this is the plan. They're not spelling it out for you, but David really wants Uriah to go home and, do the deed with Bathsheba, so he will think this child is his. He's really trying to get out of this. He knows he's even the king, and he's still trying to get out of it. He knows. He knew this was wrong. Okay. In the morning, David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it with Uriah. In it, he wrote, put Uriah out in front where the fighting is fiercest. Then withdraw from him so he will be struck down and unalive. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, this is some soap opera stuff. Right? It's kind of like we're watching a novela. So while Joab had the city under siege, he put Uriah at a place where he knew the strongest defenders were. When the men of the city came out and fought against Joab, some of the men of David's army fell. Moreover, Uriah the Hittite, unalived. Ugh. Just because his wife was so beautiful, and the king could not keep it sheathed. Joab sent David a full account of the battle. He instructed the messenger, when you have finished giving the king this account of the battle, the king's anger may flare up, and he may ask you, why did you get so close to the city to fight? Didn't you know they would shoot arrows from the wall? Who killed Abimelech, son of Jerubbaal? Didn't a woman drop an upper millstone on him from the wall so that he unalived in Thebes? Why did you get so close to the wall? If he asks you this, then say to him, moreover, your servant Uriah the Hittite is dead. The messenger set out, and when he arrived, he told David everything Joab had sent him to say, like a good messenger. The messenger said to David, the men overpowered us and came out of us against the open, but we drove them back to the entrance of the city gate. And the archers shot arrows at your servants from the wall, and some of the king's men died. Moreover, your servant Uriah the Hittite is unalive. David told the messenger, say this to Joab, don't let this upset you. The sword devours one as well as another. Press the attack against the city and destroy it. Say this to encourage Joab. So they're talking in code. They're like, this plan went off without a hitch, Your Majesty. You're off the hook. That beautiful woman that you got pregnant is free for the taking now, because we made it so he got unalived. David's telling him, basically say, good work, good job. Y'all did great. What a holy man of God he is. We should all make a star named after him and wear necklaces about it. Oh. When Uriah's wife heard that her husband was unalive, she mourned for him. See, she loved that man. Nowhere in here does it even say that she really loved David and wanted any of this, right? He just assaulted her, basically. Okay. After the time of mourning was over, David had her brought to his house, and she became his wife and bore him the son, right? But the thing David had done displeased the Lord. Well, thank goodness. This is shameful, but don't blame me, it's in the Bible.